Okay, 2009 Lexus RX350. How to change the rear strut. So after you take out the tire, the key is to remove the balance bar. It's here. Now take a look at the screw here. It's very complicated. If you move this first, and you can see that actually it's a hex inside with a screw outside. So you need two tools. Put a hex head inside to prevent it from turning inside, and then use another tool to unscrew it. Okay, then push the bar out. Then you have space to change the rear strut. Okay, we'll continue. Next, you're gonna unscrew the ABS cable, and then also the caliper cable. And I put the caliper here so that the oil line will have no pressure. Well, since we need space, so we take this chance to remove the rotor, which is maybe 10-year-old, and then also change the brake pad. Now sometimes the rotor has been stuck to the inner wheel bearing too long, and it's very hard to remove. So actually the trick is you can see there are two holes here. Either one, you use a screw like this, and then you screw in, it will actually push the rotor out. In our case, it's already done. Now after you remove the rotor, and you have a lot of room to remove the whole strut. In our case, you can see that the strut is totally, the bellow is already gone. So we can get to the trunk, and actually we need to take out the template, which is here, just like that. You take it out, and then the 3 screws will be exposed, and then you're using number 14 or whatever you match and unscrew it. Be careful when you totally unscrew it. I suggest you don't use the impact guns, because the screw will get into here and it's very hard to find. And we have accident there, so it took us almost 20 minutes to find it. So hand unscrew it, and use your fingertips to remove the screw, the nut out. Now after you remove the 3 strut nuts in the trunk, and then it's time to remove these 2 bolts, and we had a hard time to remove it from the passenger side, and when we found out, actually you need to set your air compressor to all the pressure all the way to 150 psi in order to get enough torque to remove it. And trust me, you can remove it, but it took us hard time, because at first we only set 90 psi, and the torque is not enough. So next, we try to compress the spring, and then remove the strut. And when we use KYB, everything is KYB and made in Japan. we choose not to use the Chinese quick strut or Monroe quick strut because just the quality might not be there. The trick of compressing the spring is you use an impact gun and a few rounds at a time, and then rotate. And as soon as the top spring is disconnected from the washer, then you're fine. Then it's enough. You don't have to compress all the way down. Also, a trick here is you have to be careful about the direction of alignment of the 3 nuts. So this tip is actually facing down, and then you can see from here there's something that's sticking in the middle. It's actually sticking out, and that's the point that you need to align your tip of the strut mount, and you need to align with that tip. So in the new one, you actually can see it. We'll show you. Hey guys, we just finished and they have a test, but then there's a clunky noise when we pass the bump, and then we were wondering why, and then finally we figure out here there's actually a rubber washer that we forgot to put it back. You can either buy a new one or reuse the old one, but do remember to put it back. Okay, thank you. Okay, so after you change put the spring back, and we actually mount it back very nicely. And the trick now to align these 2 bolts back is to just let the whole rotor fall behind the lowest point, and then when you put this strut back, you can actually wiggle and maneuver up and down to align the hole, and then you can put the bolt back. Now we suggest you have 2 people to cooperate to do it together. It will save you a lot of time. After we put everything back and tighten the bolt of the strut, and then now we are cleaning the brake. Pretty dirty. I use the brake cleaner. By the way, we screw back the brake line and then the ABS cable, but we didn't put the balance bar back yet because it will be in the way of tightening everything. So we would do it in the last step. Now it's time to put the rotor back, but we forget to tell you, before you remove the old rotor and do the screw in trick to push the rotor out, don't forget to release the foot brake, because we had that error or mistake forgetting about release the foot brake, and it's actually very hard to remove the rotor because the foot brake actually is so sticky to the rotor and prevent it from being released. Now we took this chance to change the rotor, and we upgraded to a slotted and drilled rotor to reduce the heat and then also dust. And we tried it. I think it's like a Power Stop brand, and it's very nice. We have changed 3 sets for other cars. So take a look, and so everything is nicely put back. Again, let me show you the balance bar screw. You have 1 screw here, 14 millimeter. You need a 40 millimeter wrench, and then you need the hex. Put it inside so that it will not just turn, and so you have to fix the center, don't let it move, and then unscrew the bolt. Okay.